Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Say Less Basketball Podcast. Joined here on Thursday. You might be listening on Friday as well. Spotify, YouTube. This is a free episode as well. So appreciate you listening, coming in to support us. We got another episode this week talking about a little bracket idea from Mohammed. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be ranking some players. It's going to be fun. Episode 55 here, gentlemen. So we've been talking about some ideas in the group chat, some fun ideas coming up, some segments. So Mo's segment this week is he's got a bracket where we're gonna rank some players. So Mohammed, I'm gonna pass it off to you. Let us know how this thing works and we can get started in here. All right.
Okay. So, the name for the bracket, little idea I made up is mano y mano, one-on-one, man-to-man. So it's just 32 names right now. Each round we go by. Each of us cast a vote on which player we think are better. This list consists of, top 10 players, all-stars from this year. I even put in some really good guys that are hurt right now. So this one is just a bunch of random good guys. That's basically the whole title of this one. So without further ado, let me shuffle the teams real quick. So our first matchup is going to be James Harden versus Dame Lillard.
Oh,
all right. So the vote order, I'll go first. Will can go second. Zach go third. Is that cool with y'all?
Yeah.
Shouldn't Zach go first?
Zach,
can go first?
You're right. Zach goes first. I'll go second. Will goes third. So Zach, James Harden versus Dame Lillard.
Oh,
who do you think is the better player?
Oh, this season?
It's not this season since Dame's been out in and out. This is just overall. Who do you think is a better player? Who do you would rather have on your franchise? Who would you start a team with?
Oh, wow.
That sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm not. So James Harden, obviously, he's got some stats. He knows how to break the game, but he continuously chokes in the playoffs. I haven't seen a lot of success. Honestly, I think he might leave my team almost immediately after I get home. So I'm gonna go with Dame Lillard on that one. I think
Dame Lillard. Okay.
He's got some range. He can space the floor. It's gonna be real nice. I think he makes clutch shots. Dame time. He's loyal as well. Very loyal to the Blazers. So I'm picking Dame there.
I'm gonna go off of playoff history since that's the highest level of basketball that you could, be good at. And I think James Harden has at least led his teams to better playoff series than Dame. So I'm gonna go James Harden.
Wow.
And I think he's the better overall player.
Wow.
I'm going Harden as well. For what you said, he's the better overall player. But here's why. Because, all right, so playoff success, for both of them, they both had some major, major blunders in the playoffs. I know Dame has hit, series walk-off shots, twice? Whatever. So he has more notable moments, but he's had some serious blunders as well. Overall, I just think Harden has been able to elevate his teams more. Like you see Harden go to a team and they can, just off of him alone, they can become at least decent, relevant. He has had Chris Paul, Westbrook, some other guys to go with him. And I'm not saying that he's elite in the playoffs and whatnot, but just between the two, I got to go with him till I see a little bit more from Dame. And I do understand it is Dame time. I was rewatching that episode this week. No. Dame time.
He's referencing our Dame time versus Steph time clutch debate. Go back and watch that. I'll probably link that in the description.
Okie dokie. So James Harden is the first one.
What the hell?
To advance.
That's some BS.
Second matchup, James will either face CJ McCollum or Chris Middleton in the next round. So between CJ and Chris, Zach, who do you think is a better player? It was a good one.
I think I'm gonna go with Chris.
Chris?
Yes, I'm gonna go with Chris solely because he figured out how to, shoot pretty well in playoffs. It was a very contributing factor. He made a lot of great shots in that playoff run last season for the Bucks on their title run. I know Giannis was obviously the main scorer, but Middleton was a solid second guy. I think he's more so a better second guy than CJ. I know CJ was second fiddle to Dame on all those Portland teams. But I think Chris has more range. I think he has more scoring ability. So I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I agree with you when you said these guys kind of step it up one of their primary stars. CJ obviously before with Dame. That Nuggets series a couple years ago, he stepped up in Game 7. Chris did with that clutch performance he had in the playoffs all season last year. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Chris just because he's used that clutch gene to help his team win a championship. So I'm gonna go Chris Middleton.
Okay.
I won't add on to what you guys said. I'm going Middleton. I'll just use one word: defense.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I forgot
Middleton sweeps 3-0. Okay. Interesting.
All right. So next matchup we got Paul George versus Giannis.
Whoa, God.
Oh,
okay.
Is this a matchup, bro?
Okay.
Zach, who do you think is a better player? Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta go Giannis on this one, to be honest.
To be honest,
I had to bring back that old joke. Yeah, but I mean, defensive player, all-time defensive player, MVP, dominant in the post. Has figured out his shot as well outside the perimeter a little bit as well.
Yep.
His up to his free throw game as well. So I think he went 17 for 17 that one Suns game. The 50 piece, I mean, he's just had an overall growth. I think I've seen more growth in him. PG is a baller. PG is really good on the outside and good as defense, but I don't think he's as dominant a scorer and as good as a defender as Giannis. So I'm picking Giannis.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giannis too. I mean, MVPs, Finals MVPs, Defense Player of the Years. Just that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple reasons. All right. So one player's been to the finals. This one's a better matchup in terms of defense because PG can play some defense, but he's just not as good as Giannis. The other thing is Paul George's game hasn't evolved to me as much throughout his career. You would say it has? I don't think it has.
I'd say his playmaking has gotten way better.
Okay. Yep. Fair. But I just think maybe it's because Giannis had more to evolve than PG, but I think his game has evolved more. And then the other aspect of it is the best ability is availability. And PG gets hurt a lot, unfortunately. So I just have to take that into consideration if I'm taking one of them. The other thing, real quick, one of these guys, you can make a legitimate argument could be the best player ever when it's said and done. I don't think you can say that about the other guy.
True.
All
right. I mean, that was pretty one-sided. Next matchup, Giannis will either face Devin Booker or Trae Young. So between D-Book and Ice Trae, Zach, who do you think is a better player?
Wow. Damn, this is tough. D-Book and Ice Trae. I think I gotta go. I mean, Trae Young grown on me last season. I didn't think he was that good, but he went to the Knicks playoff run, and he silenced the Knicks crowd, and that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. He's perennial all-star, usually makes your all-star team, but D-Book makes your all-star team a lot as well, and he's led the Suns into the finals a lot. This is tough, but it's tough. I think I'm gonna go Book. I think I'm going Booker on this one though.
Let me go second here, Mom.
Okay.
I'm gonna also go Book. Trae Young's offensive game is we've mentioned it. It's a little bit reliant on a whistle, just a little. I don't think Book needs that whistle as much. Also, I can make a legitimate argument, and I think we might this episode, that Devin Booker should be considered for the MVP. He maybe even should be the front runner if you're just, looking in the fact that they're the number one seed. The other thing that's important to note is that he's been doing all of this, or the Suns have been doing this without CP3 for a lot of the season, and a lot of that is credit to Booker. Granted, Suns have a really well-rounded team, not discrediting their players, but I just trust D-Book a little bit more. The other thing is, again, defensively, Trae Young's just as much of a liability as they come.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you guys, D-Book.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just keep it simple. D-Book for me.
All right.
We're rolling. Next matchup, another really good one. DeMar DeRozan versus Jaylen Brown. Zach, what do you got between the two?
Wow. If you had asked me this last year, I would have said Jaylen Brown, no question. But DeMar DeRozan's really stepped up his game. MVP level numbers this season, has taken control of the reins on the Bulls team. And Jaylen Brown is not a taking control guy yet. I think he's still the second fiddle in Boston behind Jason Tatum. So I think DeRozan can lead a team. He's got that mid range game on lock. I mean, probably the best mid range game in the league. He's a sharpshooter, could score the basket. He's great on defense as well. So I'm gonna pick DeMar now because of this season, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with DeMar just based on the fact that I've seen him lead his own team, like you said. Jalen, I think, is either second fiddle or on par with Jason Tatum. You can't really say one's definitely the guy on that team. But yeah, I'm gonna go off DeMar just because he's already proven in his career that he's playoff. He continues in playoffs. He can lead a team.
I'm gonna go Jaylen Brown here. Might shock you there, Zach.
Wow.
The reason is twofold, kind of upside for the future. I know right now Jaylen Brown might not be, that devoted leader, but he is an elite defensive player. DeMar may be decent at defense, but he's not Jaylen Brown. He just isn't. And Jaylen Brown has really improved his offensive game throughout his career. Again, DeMar's elite offensive scorer. Like he's what do they call it? Is professional scorer, right? That's the saying. He is. I think just the upside. DeMar's done this for a while. He's led multiple Raptor teams with Kyle Lowry to no avail. I hope that isn't the case with the Bulls, but I think the upside there for Jaylen Brown, I'll take him right now.
All right. So 2-1 in favor of DeMar. So DeMar is going to move on to the next round. All right, next matchup. Karl-Anthony Towns is Donovan Mitchell. So Zach, one's a center, one's a shooting guard. Both are one of the top young players in the league.
Wow.
Who do you got?
Oh my goodness. Damn, that is tough. Or Spider or Cat. Man, I think this is tough. I can't go against my boy Spiders. Donovan Mitchell. I've always had a spot in my heart with Donovan Mitchell ever since I picked him up on fantasy with the waivers when he won. He was most improved that year, I think. He's my boy. You can always go get a basket. He's led Utah to many playoff appearances. Not a lot of playoff runs, but he's got a nice ability to finish at the rim. Great dunks. Can shoot the three. I just think he's an overall leader. I think he hasn't gotten a big shot in Utah yet with how to lead. I think he can do better. So I see him leading a deeper run down the road, but I'm picking him, Spider.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Donovan Mitchell for right now.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going Cat. Multiple reasons. Fantasy team is one of them.
Yeah.
But I've just seen a growth in him this year. That they're both. What are they? They're relatively the same age, right? I think they're close. But I've just seen some growth in Cat. We saw that tweet from or whatever comment from KD. He's not the best big man shooter ever. He isn't to me. I think we might talk about that, but he's up there, and that helps with his size, his ability to score in the paint. So I'll just take him as a better player. If I'm building a team, I might not take him, but just as the overall better player, I think I will.
All right, so Donovan's going to move on to the next round, 2-1 in favor of me and Zach again. Sorry, Will.
Damn.
Next round.
Calling me out.
Getting ratioed. No.
I'm sorry.
Plus ratio.
So Joel Embiid versus Kyrie Irving, another guard versus center. So this might be a little tough one too.
You said Embiid versus who?
Kyrie Irving.
Oh wow. We're building around him. That's tough. I think I gotta go Kyrie. Most skilled player, I think. Big shots. I don't know if he can lead a team to a championship, but he's definitely in there, I think. So I think
I'll go here. I'll go second, bro.
Okay.
Sorry, Zach.
I'm good. No, I'm done. Go.
Yeah, it's. I don't actually think this one's really close. I'm going Joel Embiid, and this is really just not even debatable to me, and it's for multiple reasons. But one of the major ones is availability. Again, Kyrie. I was watching a show today, and like of the past 4 years, he's only had one healthy playoffs. He's been in the playoff every year. He's only had one healthy one. That's it. Every other time he misses a ton of games. That's when you need him the most. And for him to hit those big shots, I think the Kyrie test has just been we have enough evidence to know that he can't lead a team. He's been he had a chance with that Celtics team. Yeah,
Yeah, bro, we get it. You picking Embiid. Yeah, bro, we get it.
Embiid's he's just better. I mean, he's just a better player. He's gonna win MVP this year. So Kyrie hasn't won MVP.
So one for Embiid, one for Kyrie. I'm the tiebreaker here. Kyrie's my guy, but I think I'm gonna go Embiid just because I think he has a better chance of winning a championship as the number one option.
Okay.
Freaking midget.
Wow. Wow. Heinous.
Damn. Golly.
You told me I got
racist. Next matchup is going to be Kawhi Leonard, the Claw versus LaMelo Ball. So, established superstar versus up-and-coming guy with a lot of potential.
Wow, this is very interesting.
Zach, who do you got in this matchup?
Wow. Okay. Well, all-time future. It's hard to. I like LaMelo. He's got a nice bag, but I think Kawhi Leonard's a better all-around player. I think if he gets healthy again, he's one of the best players in the league, no question. LaMelo, I don't think he's one of the best players in the league, no question. I think Kawhi has always been, as long as he's been healthy and been on a nice team. He always the run with the Raptors. I mean, he dominated that entire playoffs. One of the all-time defenders, defensive player of the year. Those Spur runs, key player on all those as well. He knows how to win a championship. So, I think Kawhi all the way on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair for LaMelo. Since he's second-year player, Kawhi's already established himself as an all-time great. He's won a championship with two different franchises, so I'm thinking I'm going to go Kawhi for now.
All right.
It's Kawhi. I mean, even with LaMelo's all-around game, Kawhi's just so much better defender. It's just not close.
All right. Next matchup, Fred VanVleet, Rockford native, salute. It's against DeJounte Murray. So two point guards, two rising point guards who just got their first All-Star selections this year. Zach, what do you got? Who do you got between the two?
I know you like DeJounte. I know you like Murray, Muhammad. I know you like that man, but VanVleet is a bucket, bro. I'm telling you, VanVleet is the All-Star candidacy this year. He's really developed into one of the best scorers in the game. I mean, he can shoot the three, finish. He's just got a nice jump shot too. I mean, I think he can lead teams more so than Murray, maybe. I think he can be an all-time one of the highest points per game scorers and the leading scorer on a team. He is, I think. You might argue that Siakam is on the Raptors, but I think he's more consistent and I think he scores more. But I'm going VanVleet.
Yeah, this might be a surprise to you. I'm going to go VanVleet just because he went on a championship run. He's been to playoffs. DeJounte, obviously, he's putting up good numbers, but he's on a team that's not really going to go anywhere. So we don't have a lot of evidence for him. So I'm going to go VanVleet just because he's proven more.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting. And this, I don't know if this will come as a shock. I'm going with DeJounte because of the upside again, pretty much. I just see so many flashes from him as a well-rounded player. That Spurs team is really young, really, really young. So they're gonna come, they're gonna come on the up and up. Hopefully in the next few years, especially if Pop stays around, however long he ends up doing that. I believe in DeJounte.
Well, that's too bad because we both voted for Fred.
That's tough.
All right, another lopsided matchup. Ja Morant versus LeBron James.
Oh, God. Jeez.
So, like I said, you can interpret this any way. You could go this season. You can go all time. You can go who you think is just a better player. It doesn't matter. Just who do you want to move on to the next round? Zach.
Oh, my goodness. I love Ja. I think Ja's got a nice career ahead of him, but I gotta pick Bron. I gotta pick LeBron James in this one. I mean, the man LeBron, where the man LeBron James at? I mean, the man LeBron James, the GOAT candidacy. I mean, still putting up 30. He's leading the league in points per game right now, and he's like, what is he? He's 37. He's 36. He's 36. 30 points per game. I mean, triple double king. Just an overall leader, great presence in the locker room and a great leader. So I got to go LeBron on this.
Yeah, I've been trying to stay consistent with my picks. So I'm gonna go with the more established players. I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm trying to think here. I don't know if because I've kind of switched my mindset, I think, on some of these. If I stay with how I'm kind of being, I got to go with Ja. So I'm going to just go, I'm going to do how I've kind of done the rest of these, where I'm looking at upside in the future. So I'll go with Ja.
Upside. So between him and LeBron, you think Ja could be up there?
I don't think I'm not saying he can be what LeBron is now or ever was.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, if I'm looking, because I've kind of treated this as looking at my future. And so if I'm looking at the future, I want to build around Ja right now, because Ja's just come out firing. I think, I'm sorry, he's not a better player than LeBron. Our audience, our millions of viewers are going to lose their minds over this, but he's not a better player. I'm just taking him for the future. That's how I've interpreted this. So,
all right. Next matchup: Jamal Murray versus Kevin Durant.
Oh God,
Zach.
Okay, Murray's been injured too much. He has great potential, but I got to pick KD. KD, one of the best scorers in the game right now. When he's healthy, the Nets are a title favorite. When he's not, they're not. So I'm going KD for sure.
Yeah, I'm going KD as also. I mean, he's been a top two player, arguably, for the past 10 years. So
yeah.
Yeah, KD. Jamal just needs to get healthy, man. I hope he does.
I thought, doesn't Jamal have more upside?
No, he has injury. I haven't seen John Morant get hurt for 3 years straight.
What? He got hurt this season, bro. He was out for like a month.
He's not out for. Yeah, did he tear his ACL?
No.
Okay, there you go. Okay. That's a big factor for a point guard, bro.
KD
that's a huge factor.
All right.
I know, but KD has shown already that he tore his Achilles and he's come back.
Not surprising. Will picks KD. Does not pick LeBron.
Wow. I picked, you're Jaylen Brown, bro. So, Jaylen Brown, the Celtics.
Let's move on to the next matchup. I think KD's went 3-0 in there. Chris Paul versus Jason Tatum. Old vet versus young star. Wow. What do you got, Zach?
Man. Okay. Okay. Well, Chris Paul is great and one of the best point guards, but if I was going all time, I don't know. It's tough I would say Chris Paul, but I like Tatum. I really like Tatum a lot. I think Tatum is showing the potential he has now this season to lead the Celtics. They're rising up. They're hot. The boys Celtics.
Didn't he have 5 points the other night?
The Boston Celtics, the boys hot. They're leading scorer on the team. Okay. But flashes of Kobe, maybe. I'm going with Tatum. Sorry, CP3, but I'm going with Tatum.
Zach, after 3 or 4 rounds straight that we have agreed on the same player, I'm gonna go Chris Paul.
Wow. Okay.
Like I said, he's established himself. He can lead teams not just only to the finals or the conference finals, but he has taken teams that haven't sniffed the playoffs in years. Maybe the year before he came, and he's getting them a playoff berth. So I'm gonna go with Chris Paul.
Will.
I'm also going with Chris Paul. I know that the argument could be made that Tatum has more upside right now, but I still believe that Chris Paul is still able to lead teams as he showed last year and take them to, the finals as he did last year. He hadn't been able to up to that point, but I think he still has, his flashes of greatness. He played arguably his greatest game ever last year. So I think he's not like LeBron in the sense that he's playing like at that crazy level, but he's aging like fine wine.
Yeah, fair enough. Next matchup: Darius Garland versus Nikola Jokic.
Oh, okay.
Guard versus center again. Okay. I think it's like the 5th time. Zach, who do you got?
Okay, bar none. Jokic, one of the most versatile big men in the league, most versatile players. I mean, certified leader for the Nuggets. Garland's nice, but Jokic is by far. I think it's Jokic.
Yeah, same. Jokic just got an MVP. He might get another MVP. Garland's just having a breakout year, so I don't know really the whole criteria. I mean, the whole how to critique him right now. So I'm going with Jokic.
Bet.
Simple.
Yeah, Jokic.
All right.
Yeah.
So Anthony Davis versus Zach LaVine.
Wow.
One's a
wow.
Chicago native, one other plays for Chicago Bulls right now.
Man.
We're all Chicago Bulls fans. At least two of us are here.
Oh God.
Zach, who do you got, man?
Wow. Damn. Okay. Well, Anthony Davis is awesome. I think when he's healthy, he might be a better player than Levine, but the man has just not been healthy. And he has not been able to step up when he's needed to be the main guy on the team. For the Lakers, I think LeBron always has to take the lead.
His first season, he was probably the best player on the Lakers. Just saying.
That's okay. I'm going with.
And they won a finals.
I'm going with my boy Zach. Zach is picking Zach this round. Zach LaVine.
That's a good one.
I'm no, it's not. Don't hype me up. It's not a good one.
I'm going with Anthony Davis. I think he's just a better overall player. I think he's actually led a team to playoffs. Zach is just up and coming, even though he's in the 8th season. Hopefully he makes the playoffs this year. I think they will, but I think AD's already proven that he's a legit star.
I'm gonna go with Zach LaVine as well, mostly just because Anthony Davis's just his last few years have just they've put a stain in my brain. All right,
oh my God,
Muhammad is who he is.
Wow,
Muhammad's stunned right now.
Stunned.
That's my first time today to lose.
I just don't believe in AD anymore.
That is disgusting to say. Oh my goodness.
An upset. That's crazy. An upset.
Now I will say that if he suddenly came to the Bulls, I might change my mind.
All right, Bradley Beal versus Steph Curry.
Oh, that's easy. You already know it's Steph Curry. I mean, who else am I gonna pick? Steph Curry.
So you're gonna pick him because of bias?
Steph?
Steph? I'm not picking him because of his bias, but he's established himself as a leader on the Warriors, best shooter all time scorer, all-time offensive player. Yeah, Steph Curry, hands down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chef Curry as well. Him and Beal had that crazy matchup for the leading scorer. I think the scoring champ last season. That was fun to watch. So I'm gonna go Curry.
Bet.
Curry. Beal's never done anything yet. Yeah. So.
All right. Luka versus Jimmy. Last matchup of the first round.
All right, bet. Luka versus Jimmy. Jimmy buckets. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Damn, this is
probably
tough.
Gerard.
Somebody else go. I can't do it. All
right, I'll go first. I'll break the ice here, so nobody, I've never gone first yet. So I'm going Jimmy buckets, man. I believe, I've said it so many times on this show, I just believe in Jimmy Butler. Like, I don't believe in many people in the NBA. I have faith in him. He's shown he can lead a team. I mean, Luka's not bad. I'm not saying he's far behind, but Jimmy's just a different animal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jimmy.
Okay.
Luka, I think, is the better talent, but Jimmy's been longer. He's done more stuff than Luka. Luka's probably, if we do this again in 5-10 years, I'll probably pick Luka for sure with the trajectory that he's on right now. But right now, I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler.
Okay, so you guys both pick Jimmy. So I'll make a case for Luka. Luka
is not gonna make it.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead, bro.
No, I mean Luka's a great scorer. Great. He's had some clutch moments in the bubble, in the playoffs, helping the Mavs be competitive against those Clippers series. So I think he can develop into a great leader. He has a lot of upside for MVP candidacy in the future. So that's my case for Luka, but Jimmy's moving on.
All right, that concludes the first round. So
okay.
Second round
next episode, because we run out of time right now. We got 30 minutes, but the first episode, wow, this has been This has been nice. I'm really
I
surprised.
told you guys it would take the whole episode.
The time went by low key. That was fast. That was fun.
It hasn't felt like 30 minutes at all.
No, definitely not. But that was fun.
We have like 10 minutes, right?
Mono
we get till 40.
We're close here. We're close.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
but
cool.
Mano y Mano, Muhammad's segment, interesting. Tune in next episode for the for the next round.
You heard that, bro. I know you heard that.
What, the squeak there?
I ain't gonna say no, man. I ain't trying to be bogus.
That little squeak there, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not trying to be bogus.
It's exciting, so.
Hey, he's excited.
Mano y Mano, first round in the books. Tune in next episode.
That was hype, Mohammed. Great idea.
Appreciate it.
Great idea, though. Yeah, appreciate it. Peace. YouTube, Twitter, the social media. Bye.
Let's go, Bulls.